Hi, I'm David Barnett. You might remember me as a regular contributor to Antics in the 90s, which from the title I'm sure you'll realise was a publication from the 90s dedicated to the antics of pop pervert Adamant. Sorry, pop pirate I meant. Or did I? Little did I know that a mere few decades later I'd actually attend several of Mr. Ant's rehearsals, two of which he actually turned up to. But as well as being a celebrated writer and rehearsaler, I'm also a runner. Welcome to this week's episode of David Barnett's Great British Parkrun Journeys. Join me now aboard this 7:46 southbound Thames Link train.
They stand in your way when you're a boy. Clothes always fit you. Life is a pop on the cherry when you're a boy.
Hi, I'm David Barnett talking to you from London Blackfriars Station. London Blackfriars Station, which, if you're a regular viewer, you'll undoubtedly remember is unique among London railway stations in being built on a bridge, also with solar panels in the roof, apparently. We've just travelled from West Hampstead Thameslink to here, and we're now about to board this 8:16 train to Sevenoaks.
You wear a uniform.
Hi, well, we've arrived at our destination, Beckenham Place Park, just a short stroll from Ravensbourne railway station. Beckenham Park, near Beckenham, as you might imagine, but Beckenham is in Bromley, while Beckenham Park is in Lewisham. Mental! Beckenham itself, probably best known as the location of Hanif Kureishi's famous coming-of-age novel, The Buddha of Suburbia. And I emphasise the word coming. The Buddha of Suburbia, of course, was later turned into a popular television series, and the soundtrack was provided by pop chameleon Derek Bowie. Now, interestingly, Derek Bowie actually lived in Beckenham for a while, between 1969 and 1973, during his phase where he adopted the alter ego of Alvin Stardust. You can see already many of the fellow parkrunners hurriedly assembling to get ready to start.
These are your favorite things when you're them boy.
Hi, I'm David Barnett talking to you from the finish line at Beckenham Place Parkrun in Beckenham Park, near Beckenham in Bromley, but actually in Lewisham. Mental! Really lovely course. 2 clockwise laps around the playing fields, over some kind of shrubland and through a little bit of wooded area. Very nice, a mixture of tarmac, gravel and grass, but despite last night's torrential downpour, fortunately not too waterlogged. 18th position today for me. I'm reasonably happy with that. Not sure how many there are. I think it's normally about 200, so not a bad effort. Slight disappointment in that many of my so-called parkrun chums appear to have failed to materialise this morning, despite them suggesting that this was the very parkrun we should visit this week. Perhaps they confused it with Buckingham Palace Parkrun, which of course doesn't exist yet. Perhaps something to think about there, Her Madge. So, one of the features I really liked about this parkrun is the fact that you have the railway line bordering one side of the park there, which means that we could actually see the parkrunners beginning to assemble as the train pulled into the station, which meant that the familiar desperate scramble to find the start wasn't anything of a problem this week. would be great if more parkruns could implement that, but perhaps logistically difficult given the infrastructure required. Beckenham then, as well as Derek Bowie, of course, who we've already mentioned, home to quite a few showbiz luminaries. Bob Monkhouse, funny man, Bob Monkhouse. Enid Blyton, the children's author of quasi-fascistic fiction for infants. And David Sylvian, the Derek Bowie copyist from Japan. Japan the band, not Japan the land of the rising sun, obviously. And last but least, Julie Andrews of Sound of Music fame. Well, looking like my friends definitely aren't going to show now, so all that remains is for me to say happy running, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. And you can still see many of the amateur fun runners finishing quite a long way behind me there. Bye.